Chances are you used an AI tool today. Maybe ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. From the outside, it looks simple. Type something, wait a moment, and get an answer. But what actually happens behind that simple box, and what would it take to build one? When people say build AI, they could mean three completely different things. Think about a car. You can build the product without manufacturing its engine yourself. AI works similarly. The model is the engine. The application is the car. At the top is what you see: the application, interface, buttons, files, and settings. Behind that is the back end: handling accounts, conversations, files, permissions, tools, and business logic. Then comes the model plus retrieval, databases, tools, memory safety, monitoring, and authentication. Path 1 is simplest. Use an existing model through an API and build around it. Path 2 is customization. Start with an existing model and adapt it to your needs. Path 3 is completely different. Build your own model from scratch, and it's expensive. Where does a model get its knowledge? Data, text, code, books, documents, and web pages. But you can't simply dump billions of documents into a machine and call it training. Imagine this sentence: the cat sat on the model predicts what comes next. Then it compares that prediction with the target, measures the error, and adjusts its parameters. This happens again and again across enormous data sets using enormous amounts of computation. Now we reach the word everyone hears: transformer. You don't need the mathematics to understand it. One key mechanism is attention. Words become meaningful by considering the context around them. Even after training a giant model, you don't have a finished AI assistant. You still need to teach it how to behave, follow instructions, and produce useful responses. Even with an excellent model, you need to serve it to users. That's called inference. And now comes another problem: speed. Nobody wants to stare at a blank screen. Imagine building an AI assistant for lawyers. The model is only the beginning. You also need documents, accounts, search, retrieval, permissions, billing, security, the application itself. A general model knows a lot, but it doesn't automatically know your company's private documents. Instead of retraining whenever documents change, you can retrieve the relevant information when users ask. The system finds relevant documents, gives that context to the model, and generates a grounded answer. If you build through an API, you own your application, but the provider still controls the underlying model. With an open-weight model running yourself, you gain much more control over the model and infrastructure. Train your own foundation model and control increases, but so do the cost, complexity, and responsibility. So don't begin by trying to train the next frontier model. Start much smaller. Start with a real problem. Then build the smallest useful AI product that solves it. Start with an API, then add your interface, data, retrieval, evaluation, and security as needed. At the bottom of the AI stack is compute: GPUs, storage, networking, and infrastructure. Above that are the model and data, the neural network and the information feeding it. Then comes the application, workflows, authentication, billing, and finally the user who gets value. If everyone can access powerful models, where does the competitive advantage actually come from? It can come from your problem, data, workflow, experience, distribution, integrations, and customer relationships. Next time you open an AI tool, don't just see AI. Think about the stack underneath. There is an application, infrastructure, model, data, inference, retrieval, tools, and safety systems. You have options. Use an existing model, adapt one, host one, or eventually create your own. But remember, you don't need to build the engine to build the car. Find something worth solving, then use the technology that gets you there. The future won't belong only to those building the biggest models, but also to those building with them. Start with the problem, understand the stack, build the product, go deeper when necessary. You don't need to recreate ChatGPT. You need to create something people can't imagine working without. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more practical technology explained simply.